Assalamu alaikum. Real Madrid 3, Manchester City 0. And first of all, before I talk about this game, I know I haven't uploaded in I think the past two matches I have not uploaded, and they were both Barcelona games. And I can tell you one thing is that I usually record in my room, and the room got busted up. All right, it got busted up pretty bad, and I couldn't record. Also, when working, especially yesterday, I could have recorded yesterday for Barcelona's game, but I'm telling you, I was just so out of it that I just couldn't record. But, alhamdulillah, thank God everything is well today and no complaining. I could record today and I'm back. And what a game to come back to, because Real Madrid won, and honestly, I think nobody expected Real Madrid to even come close to winning. So we have a lot to talk about in this game, but there's obviously only one person that we can talk about in this game, and that person is, you guys all guessed it, Valverde. I mean, that performance honestly deserves a round of applause. I hope the whole Bernabéu stood up and waited until he walked out before they could walk out. He deserved every single love by the Real Madrid fans at home, Real Madrid fans at the Bernabéu. This guy was our best defender, our best midfielder, our best attacker this game. There was nobody that was better than him in any position. You guys can see it, where at some moments he was forward all the way. He was playing as our striker when who was listed as our striker? Let's go to the lineup really quick. I don't even want to talk about the stats. Our lineup, well, it's saying 4-4-2, but in reality, if you guys saw in the beginning of the match, he had a 4-3-3 formation where Arda was playing as a striker. Now, I know on the paper could be completely different compared to when he's playing the match or when we're playing the match and the players are going to be shifting around. I get that. But then when you have Valverde playing as a right mid, right, especially here, and then you have him playing as a striker where he got all those 3 goals where he was just perfectly placed as a striker. Like, you guys, if whoever doesn't know Valverde and watched this game, they would assume that was Real Madrid's striker. And he was for this game. He was our striker. He was our midfielder as well. He was our right back as well. Because as we know, when Trent is on a 1v1 situation, we know that Trent, most of the time, and I'm saying like 8 out of 10 times, is going to get beaten no matter what. And guess who was there to support Trent? It was Valverde. But guess who else was also there for us when we needed the goals? Valverde as well. And he didn't score not 1, not 2. He scored a hat trick. He took the ball home today. Our best player so far. And I'm surprised he only got a 9.7 rating. If anything, this deserved to be a 10. Not because of the goals. Because we know whoever stat pads, whoever just gets goals and expect a 10.0 rating is not going to get it. But this guy was literally playing and running back and forth the whole 90 minutes. Didn't even get subbed off. And you're telling me that is not a 10-point rating. I mean, the stats also speak for itself. I mean, look at the map. Look at his heat map. He was over here majority of the match. He was barely in the box. And he still got our hat trick, or got his hat trick. And look as well where he was defending. Look at his 2 main points on the heat map. Was right here defending and right here attacking. And the fact that he got 3 goals just by that movement tells you a lot. Now let's compare it to our only forward in this match, which is Vinicius Jr. He was in the box most of the time and he couldn't even, score, which honestly, like I said, with Vinicius Jr., I love the man. One of my favorite players so far in the generation. And after that Ballon d'Or, I really don't know what happened to him. I don't know. I can't speak. I don't know if it's Mbappe affecting him, but even in games where Mbappe wasn't playing like this one, Vinicius is still not the same. Now, I get it. He's not the same Vinicius as the 23-24 season, but at the same time, we really need Vinicius to pop off whenever we do need him to pop off. And this game, we really did, before obviously the game, we did need Vinicius Jr. We thought he was our only hope. You guys saw all the memes where they said that we were going to have a 9 in the back and he was going to be the only one on the top. So, honestly, I'm happy that we won. I'm happy that we won, huge 3-0. I don't think anybody expected it. And if I could, I just want to see if I could find when they do the betting, I want to see how much of the favorites Man City were. So I'm surprised that Real Madrid on the football predict is 46% to win. and Manchester City's 35. I'm surprised. I don't know if that's accurate or not, but I'm pretty sure whoever of those of you guys who like bet on the game, and if we looked at the stats before the game, I'm pretty sure that Manchester City were favorites. Now, going back to the game really quick, Manchester City, honestly, they had chances, and there was a lot of chances where it came through low crosses, right? They had a lot of chances where they could have finished, but they didn't. They couldn't. And there was a huge chance where, what's his name? I don't know how to say his name, but Thiago, right? Where he tried to act fancy right in front of goal, and somebody, I forgot who, I think it was Savinho, no, somebody was, tipped the ball and almost scored it. I don't know how this man Courtois saved it. And the fact, by the way, props to Courtois for giving Valverde that assist. We rarely see Courtois. Whenever he boots the ball, we rarely see it lead to a goal. Rarely. I can't remember the last time it led to a goal, but this one right here led to a goal. So props to Courtois, but also that one save. I don't think any single goalie is going to make that save. The amount of reaction time you had to have for you to make that save with the ball going in that speed is ridiculous. So props to Courtois, because if he was not that reactive, if he was not Courtois, honestly, we would have conceded and it would have been 3-1. But now we're going to go away for the second leg, and we're going to be at their home stadium where it's going to be very tough, because you guys know at Manchester City Stadium, at the Etihad Stadium, is not really that easy. So we have injuries that we're dealing with, and there's talks about Mbappe returning. But if we could just imagine that this is our lineup, it could look pretty scary. I'm happy that none of us got a yellow card, because if we did, I think Vinicius could have missed it. Tchouaméni could have missed. Who else? There was a couple of players. I think Huijsen had a yellow card. So it's a good thing that we didn't get any bookings. But really quick, speaking about Manchester City before I go back to Real Madrid, honestly, when you look at Manchester City's lineup, you would have assumed that they were going to win. Everybody was saying that Doku was going to cook. But honestly, he was. If it was Trent alone on that right-hand side, I promise you that Doku was going to cook him. But thankfully, we have a machine on our team, Valverde, where he's running back and forth 90 minutes a game. Honestly, if Valverde was not there, Doku would have shined. And honestly, there was a lot of time where Doku did cross the ball into the box, but nobody could land their feet on the ball. Nobody could just, do that perfect landing. Not even Haaland, honestly. Haaland got subbed off, really didn't do anything. I can't even remember the last time Haaland even touched the ball. Let me see his touches. Are they going to show any? He only had 10 touches. When attacking, he only had 10 touches. Defense, only 1 recovery, but 10 touches. That's it. So Haaland got locked down. His heat map, we don't even know where he was. But I would say that Rodri played really good. I mean, if you look at his heat map, he was all the way in the middle, controlling the match, or tried to control it, because as we know, really, Manchester City didn't have any answers for Real Madrid. But when you look at Rodri, the way he was controlling that defensive midfielder in his own position, his own individual display, you guys can see that he was the best out of everybody else. Donnarumma, he was doing good. That 7.0 rating was because Vinicius missed that penalty. Horrible penalty, by the way. Vinicius is very inaccurate. He's not consistent with his penalties. He was one of our best penalty takers, but like I said, with Mbappe's arrival, I just don't know what happened to Vinicius. And something like, look, so I could speak about Vinicius for a long time, but something that I'm going to give props to is that Vinicius will always be there, no matter what. A lot of our players get injured. Some of them don't even play as good. But Vinicius, whether he performs bad or whether he performs good, he's always going to show up for Real Madrid. And that's something that I could respect, at the very least, from Vinicius Jr. Now, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if Vinicius, because he started getting booed when he missed the penalty. And you can't even get mad at the Real Madrid fans, because once you start performing like this at a consistent basis, on a day-to-day basis, it really gets to a point where the fans start to turn against you. And now you have to shut them up with your performance, not with how you talk, with what you do with your Instagram profile picture. So Vinicius, in my opinion, just has to keep working on his craft. I really don't know what else to say. But I got to go break my fast pretty soon. So let me know what you guys think. Leave it in the comments below. I'm glad to be back, and hopefully back for good. But let me know what you guys think about this game. Let me know if you guys were shocked, because honestly, I was shocked at 2 things. That number 1, we beat them. Number 2, we beat them by 3 goals. And number 3, Valverde got his first ever career hat trick against none other than Manchester City. Let me know what you guys think. Put in the comments below. And thank you all for those who like, comment, subscribe. And for those who follow me all across all the other platforms. But if you guys are not, it's at Riyal Roots. And if you guys are not subscribed, because, when I'm looking at the numbers, not a lot of you guys are subscribed, make sure that you do subscribe. It's free. It doesn't harm anybody, and it only supports me. So thank you very much. And until then, Assalamu alaikum.